I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set, ready. Let's go.
Throwing first play is Ritter. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Come on, set. Faster.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
2 big runs here to start this game. How about the offensive line? They came out firing. Great leverage, great punch to get this thing started.
And now this unit on the move already. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Let's go. 62 blocks. Ready?
Again, it's Robinson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Here's 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On the move to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Watch out now. 60 Fury. Red cycle. Ready?
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again. He finds his man complete. That's Ray. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Ritter to throw it. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Walker.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get runners, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've done.
Touchdown, Seahawks! Noah Fant from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Ready.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Ritter will set up to throw it. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10.
Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Ridder throwing on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 55 yards. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Robinson going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Here's Ridder. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, Ridder with it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing at 7-3. So they are able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really...
Now a hit and loose football. And one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Richie Grant in on the tackle.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go back for football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Off the play fake, it's Ridder. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Ritter's throw going to be taken in here by London. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ridder back to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because of coverage. They may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And it is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Let's go now. 19 Chargers, 19 Chargers.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and now it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 34 yards. And the Seahawks have retaken the lead. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Ritter's throw taken in by London. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage. That
taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 63 yards. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Richie Graham. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Ritter. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And with the dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The 49-yard line.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Now, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Charbonnet will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Water for the third time. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
On the ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
19 light.
2nd and 4. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Has some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards that time for number 14. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Another completion there. And you think about the drive back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 13-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now here's a throw that's complete. Room past the 35. And finally down at the 41-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw, Ritter. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And finally down at the 36-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Ritter from the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
For the Falcons field goal, a 49-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. That'll bring him back within 4. It's an interesting call there to take the 3, but I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied. But, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. He'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ball game.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Robinson with another carry. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Ritter able to get this complete to the tight end Pitts. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Ritter will set up to throw it. Staying on his feet, eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now 2nd and 3. Ritter to throw it. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Ritter. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This is Fant on the short completion. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Nice throw there. And CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays,
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 61 yards. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Ritter. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to 60.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba. 44 yards. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch, and it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Set, ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Here we go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And my goodness, another interception. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Intercepted by the Seahawks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Drop 50, drop 50. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running